Hello my dear students. Now today we will go current electricity lecture number 5, in which we will consider a very important concept of a very fundamental electrical device, we can say, or appliances, so called the cell or battery, and we will discuss the electromotive force. I am again repeating in the name, electromotive force, but it is not a force. Electromotive force and potential difference concept should be very clear. Now before going to that, this is the second part of current electricity. Some basic things you should know. One is resistors in series, resistors in parallel. This time it has been deleted from the syllabus, though since it has been taken into school syllabus. That's a resistors in series and parallel. It is very simple. I have given an assignment. If you have interest, you can solve it. That means if in series, this you should remember, in series number of resistors will be connected like this: R1, R2, R3, and R net equals to, in series, just a reverse of the capacitors, R1 plus R2 plus R3. In series combination, resistance increases. This you know from school. But in capacitor, in series, reciprocal formula holds good. 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Now in parallel combinations, this minimum you should know. Parallel combinations. So there are number of resistors. I have taken number of examples. Since we have done the capacitors, you can try it yourself. So if it is R1, this is R2, this is R3, then effective capacitance, it is R net equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is called the reciprocal formula. That's why in case of resistances, if you connect in series, the net resistance increases. If you connect in parallel, net resistance decreases. Remember, reverse that happens in case of capacitors. Now in series combinations, this also you should remember, in series combination, current remains same, voltage is divided, but in parallel combination, voltage remains same, current is divided. Same thing we have in case of current. In capacitor we have taken the charge. Here current remains same in series, voltage is divided. In parallel, voltage remains same and current is divided. Remember, house wirings are parallel. All the appliances in your house, like refrigerator or any televisions or any electric motor or any electric bulb, tube light, fan, anything you are connecting in your house, all will be operated on 220 volt AC, same voltage. Potential difference will be same across them. That's why they are connected in parallel. House wirings are parallel. This type of things you have read either in school. That's why this has been eliminated this time from your syllabus. But however, you should know this formula for cells in series, cells in parallel. Taking this idea into considerations, another thing also you should know that you have read in school. You should take the help of some formula. You may be asked some short questions. You should know these things. So what is electrical energy? General energy you know, but electrical energy. Electrical energy. Now you see, if there is a resistance, for an example, resistance R, you are connecting a voltage potential difference V and current I, and Ohm's law tells that V equals to IR. And by this you can find out by definition, current equals to, at any instant, charge by time. And you know the formula, V equal to W by Q. What is W? The electrical work or electrical energy in this case. It is not a mechanical work, because V is there, potential is there. Potential difference is an electrical quantity. You know this formula, you know this formula, you know this formula, Ohm's law. So that this gives you W by Q. Q is IT. Current into time, very fundamental formula. That's why the work is VIT. This work is nothing but electrical energy. This I think you have read in school, still then you should know it here. Electrical energy or electrical work. That means if V is the voltage applied across a resistance R for time t such that current I flows across this, then electrical energy spent actually on heating, in which form? Electrical energy spent on heating is W is equal to VIT. So their power P equal to W by T, VIT by T, T cancels out, VI. That's why in this chapter, the power in electric power, remember this is electric power. This I think you have read in school, still then you should know here. V into I, voltage into current. That means if V is the voltage applied across a circuit whose resistance is R and current I flows across it, then power consumed is P is equal to V into I, and you can write also V is equal to IR, V is equal to IR into I square R, I into I square R, I is equal to V by R or V square by R. This is the formula for electric power in voltage, current resistance, voltage resistance. Electricity is very easy because you are dealing with only three factors. One is voltage V, one is current I, one is the resistance across which the current flows. This much. You have to apply some voltage. Across whom? Across yourself. Answer may be yes, because we ourselves are certain resistances, but we apply some electrical energy or electrical voltage or potential difference across a resistance such that current I flows, such that power will be given by V into I or I square R or V square by R. These are the very common things you should know, these things. That's why this is up to you to elaborate this one. If you have interest, you can go for the assignment number 2, in which I have given plenty of questions on resistance, series and parallel. But the most important part these times here, electromotive force and potential difference. Let me explain it first. And some confuses. Electromotive force, is it a force? No. Do you think that its unit is Newton? Answer is no. It is not a force. The unit is not Newton, dimension is not MLT minus 2 dimension of force. Then question is, why should you call the electromotive force? To explain it. Let me consider this circuit you can see here. Okay. Now this is a circuit containing certain resistance. Resistance means any circuit associated with any electrical devices. Either it is an electric bulb, tube light, fan, televisions, radio, any or grinder, motor, any electrical devices has certain amount of resistance. Now to operate this one, we want to flow the current across this resistance. How to flow it? We want to allow the current to flow across it. That's why we use a device called a cell or battery. So this is a cell I have designed, and one cell or battery is manufactured to create one terminal is plus, one terminal is minus. You may ask me, why should you make it larger, why should you make it smaller? You will use some cell, Lagrange cell in the practicals, in which you will use these type of things. So this is called as the electrolyte. The dotted marks are called as this. This is called as electrolyte. And this is so called a cell. The cell you have read earlier, this is so called a battery, we can say. This is a cell, and this is positive and this side is negative. This is called as a dry cell, simply battery. And actually very interesting questions. After this completions of the cell, if I ask a question, what is the potential difference or voltage of the cell, and many of the students are unable to answer this one. You can see here, you can take a battery, you can see what is written over this one, and you will see it is written 1.5 volt. That means potential difference across positive and negative terminal is 1.5 volt. And similarly, I think you have seen some cells are used in torch. This is a torch, simply torch. Now I am having some cell. So this cell is slightly larger than the earlier cell. That is a cell used generally in clock, generally used in some other appliances, but this is a cell generally used in remote. This is small, this is large. So whose potential difference is higher? Remember, potential difference remains 1.5 volt. Voltage of a cell does not depend on the size. Remember this fact. I will again write it in my notes with an emphasis that cell has certain characters, and we can see one after another. Now this is a cell, this is an electrolyte, and we want to allow the current to flow across it. Now whenever, see, you are having any conductor, and conductor has certain electrons, they move randomly here and there, but you apply a battery, then electrons are moving or drifting like this. Then question is, who allows the electron to drift inside the conductor? Who allows? And to allow the electron to move inside a conductor such that we can have a current in the circuit, so that we can have a current in the circuit from plus to minus, we need an agent, A-G-E-N-T, agent, not LIC agent, nor any insurance agent. Agent means something else. It may be human being, it may be some mechanical device. There must be some agent which can force an electron to move inside a conductor. Again you see, there must be an external agent that forces an electron to move, and that does this work. A cell or battery is a device or is an agent which forces an electron to move from negative terminal towards the positive terminal, such that we can get a current in the circuit. By application of the battery, we can have a current. That means this is an agent which forces the electron to move. That's why it is called as electromotive force, remember. However, electromotive force is an old name. New name is potential difference. Still then there is a slightly difference between EMF and potential difference. And you may be asked a question, what is the difference between EMF and potential difference? I am giving some emphasis to this part because these things you will also have some interactions in practicals. If you do not say what is a cell, how does it work, you are using in the practicals, I think you never get any mark in oral. That's why you should know cell. I will describe this one details now. Cell or battery is an agent which forces the electron to move. That's why this cell is called as source of EMF. It is called source of EMF. EMF ର source ଗୋଟେ, electromotive force ର source ଗୋଟେ, because it forces the electron to move inside a conductor. That's why we call it as EMF. Now question is, here you see, now by this we can have the flow of electron from minus to plus, and current flows from plus to minus. You know this one. Forget about this one. This is the electrolyte, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal of the cell. Now if you see this diagram, you can see this diagram. The current flows, you start from the current flows. Current is something, there must be some continuity flow of charge. There must be some continuity. You can never create some charge and allow it to make flow inside a conductor. Charge is conserved as per the quantizations of as a conservation of charge in electrostatics. Total charge is conserved. You can manipulate it. Total charge is conserved. You can manipulate it. Now here you see, here the current flows from, remember this, from plus to minus external to the circuit, external to the cell. Cell bahare, it is a cell bahare current flows from plus to minus, but cell bhitare, inside the cell, current flows from minus to plus. That's why there will be some continuity of flow of current inside the circuit itself, we can say. The charge is conserved, current is nothing but the flow of charge. This type of motions happens inside a circuit in which a cell is connected. Now again you remember, the current flows from, this is a question, positive terminal towards the negative terminal outside the cell, and flows from negative terminal towards the positive terminal inside the cell, through whom current flows through something, through some via media. and the via media is the electrolyte. And that electrolyte constitutes certain amount of resistance inside it. And that resistance is called as internal resistance of the cell. What is called? Internal resistance. Internal resistance of cell, and we designate by R. If you consider R to be very, very small, you can neglect it, but any cell has certain amount of resistance because there is an electrode, positive electrode, negative electrode, there must be certain materials inside this, and that material must have certain resistance, and current is allowed to flow across the circuit, current flow across the internal resistance of the cell. That's why the conclusion is, cell or battery is a device which forces the electron to move inside a conductor such that we can get the current in the circuit. Current is from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminals outside the cell, and negative terminal toward the positive terminal inside the cell through internal resistance. We represent that internal resistance by small r. I will get an expression for this. This is important this time for 3 marks questions, remember. I will get an expression for internal resistance on what factor the internal resistance of the cell depends. That's why any cell constitute the EMF, we can say EMF, and the EMF we can write EMF, we can write E. Then what is the EMF? EMF actually is work done to carry the charge, because whenever there is a potential difference, minimum you should know this, दुईटा पॉइंट भितर पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस हेले चार्ज मूव करिवो सेइथिपाई गोटे बैटरी रो गोटे लाइन बड़ गोटे लाइन छोट देयर इज अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एंड ए बैटरी रो this side is negative and this side is positive. There is a potential difference between these 2 points. It has been created and it has been manufactured and sold in the market for utilizations. Now the potential difference is maintained across these 2 terminals. Potential difference you have read earlier. Potential difference is equal to work done to charge. So there are 2 points. So 1.2 point potential difference between these 2 points is work done to carry the charge from one point to another. We have read in electrostatics. And what is the EMF? EMF is the work done to carry the charge throughout the circuit. See the difference. And potential difference across the terminals, or here we can say these are the connecting wires. These are the terminals. We can say these are 2 points. Potential difference exists between 2 points of the circuit, any 2 points of the circuit, but EMF does not exist across any 2 points of the circuit. You should remember this fact. No need of telling again and again. Again you see, EMF is an agent which is applied across the circuit. Terminal, this is a circuit, a terminal. Terminal potential difference, you can say the EMF. I will derive an expression for this. Now the potential difference can exist between any 2 points of the circuit, this point and this point, this point and this point, this point and this point, but EMF exists across the terminals only. That's why EMF is the work done to carry the charge throughout the circuit. Pura empty jibo empty pura asibo throughout the circuit, but potential difference is the work done to carry the charge from one point to another. Then question arises, who is the cause, which is the effect? Can you answer? Potential difference is the effect, EMF is the cause. You are applying the EMF, you are creating the potential difference by which you can allow the current to flow in the circuit. Over. So EMF is the cause, potential difference is the effect. And EMF is the work done to carry the charge throughout the entire circuit. But potential difference is the work done to carry the charge between 2 points under consideration. Now we will see whether this is greater or this is greater, but similarities both are expressed in same unit and same dimension, that is so called the volt. Now let us have a relationship between them. And you consider the second circuit here. So there are different number of numericals over this. I will only get the formula here. And numericals are very easy, so only you put the datas to get the answer, but you should know what are the datas to be substituted in the numericals itself. Now here, this circuit is equivalent to this one. Now what happens? This is the external resistance, we call it external resistance जहाँ तमें बाहर लगेइबो external resistance and this is called as internal resistance. Sorry, this is external resistance and this is the cell. I have taken the cell in the form of this diagram. This is plus, this is minus. What is this? This is the internal resistance associated with a cell. That's why in some numericals you will be asked certain questions. A cell of negligible internal resistance is connected in the circuit, then in the formula you can remove this R. But in some cases you will be asked a cell of EMF 5 volt of internal resistance say 0.5 ohm is connected in the circuit. That's why this should be taken into consideration. See, this dotted line represents the cell that is a replacement of this one. Now onwards we will plot this one, not this one, remember. So this is a cell, one is positive terminal, one is negative terminal. As I have shown you the battery itself, this is also a dry cell. One is positive, one is negative terminals. So that there must be some material inside it and there are certain amount of resistance called the internal resistance of that cell, we can say. Now, so that this is the external resistance is connected here, capital R will be taken as external resistance, this will be taken as internal resistance. Now I want to find out the formula for this one, internal resistance of the cell in terms of the EMF applied, in terms of see EMF applied, and here you can say if the current in the circuit is I and we can say voltage across this is IR. This must be true, otherwise Ohm's law will be invalid. Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. What is V? V is the potential difference across any resistance. You should come details about this one because after this we will go for the Kirchhoff's law, in which we will have some number of circuits in which we will allow the current to flow across the circuit. Now here V is equal to IR, so voltage is equal to IR. I is the current flowing in the circuit. So this is the voltage applied across drop across this resistance. We can say sometimes in some books it is written as voltage drop. Okay, voltage drop means across this resistance, this is the voltage IR has been dropped across this one, but this is the applied EMF. I think this is the voltage drop. I am removing this one. Simply write V is equal to IR. Now question is whether this is greater or this is greater. Let us have a formula for this. Now you see this derivation. Now let EMF applied is equal to E. Internal resistance of the cell is equal to R. External resistance is equal to capital R. So total resistance केते हबो R plus small r. बुझा पड़ला. Now then net current in the circuit. The current in the circuit I we can say net current I equals to net EMF applied EMF by total resistance. Total EMF applied by total resistance is the total current in the circuit. It is total effect. The EMF that is applied, it comes later, it comes first. EMF applied we can say. And this is a battery, and remember some students actually later on forget what is terminal potential difference. So here this is the terminal of the battery. Terminal माने ये बैटरी रो terminal, एटा गोटे terminal end point. So that here we can say now net current is E by R. I think you are able to follow this one. Now net current is this. I can give some equation number 1 to this. Let me solve this one. So IR plus IR, this is cross multiplied. I into capital R, I into small r equals to E. Okay, I small r is equal to E. But what is IR? Current into resistance is the voltage developed across this resistors under consideration. So resistance across the voltage ta. That's why this is written as V plus IR is equal to E. So this is the simplest relations I am having. So V equals to this gives you V equals to E minus IR. Do you follow this one? That E minus IR V is equal to E minus IR. Now question here arises, V is the potential difference across this resistance, not across the entire circuit. E is the EMF applied, जो बैटरी अप्लाई करी 1.5 volt, each battery constitute 1.5 volt, that is 1.5 volt, but this is not 1.5 volt. And minus I is the current in the circuit, R is the resistance under internal resistance of the cell. If will be considered internal resistance is 0, it can be negligible, then this can be removed, then V is equal to E in this case. Now that's why this is called this implies that, remember, V less than E. This is a very important fact you should remember. Potential difference, and this is called as, this potential difference is called as terminal PD. कौन कहती? Terminal potential difference. Terminal potential difference of the cell, and this is the terminal potential difference. Can you answer a question? You will be asked a question under what condition? The terminal potential difference, terminal potential difference R across of the cell is equal to the EMF applied. मानकर EMF 1.5 volt, terminal potential difference V. When V is equal to E, it is very easy to see. V is equal to E, I cannot be 0 as a circuit. So when R is equal to 0, this resistance can be neglected, we can say. That's why if internal resistance will be negligible, then terminal potential difference is equal to EMF. Over. Next. Now we can solve to get the internal resistance, you see. On what factor it depends. Now you can take this formula, V, say V equal to E minus IR. I is E divided by, this time this may be a 3 mark short questions or any numericals or anything can be asked over this one, because the next part will go for the Kirchhoff's law. That must be a long question for this times. Remember this. I can have some intuition so that we can get a long question this times. E by R plus R into small r. I have taken this I, E divided by R plus R into small r, E minus, solve it. So that is E can be taken common, 1 minus R by R plus R. I think you are able to follow this one. I am removing this now. Now this equals to E bracketed R plus R minus R. R plus R can be multiplied here, minus R divided by R plus R. This equals to left side V, this is V, VR you can write, V, this cancels out, you can see, this R cancels with this, that is ER upon R plus R, V. Now let me solve it. I will get this small r, you can say, this VR plus V capital R plus V small r is equal to E capital R. V capital R, V small r equal to E capital R. This implies that we are interested about this one. V into R equal to E minus V into R. I have taken directly, say VR is subtracted from this ER. VR can be taken to this place, E minus V into R. From this I can write, this is, from this I can write R equals to E minus V by V into R. You can see E minus V divided by V into R. So this is the internal resistance of the cell. So I am concluding this formula slightly with modifications, you see. Now in some questions, instead of giving the resistance or voltage, current will be given, so that here you can modify this formula. It is up to you, you can modify it. V by R, can I write like this? This is the main formula. E minus V by V divided by R. And but V by R is equal to I, so E minus V is equal by I. V by I is equal to I, current. I is equal to V by R. So that R equals to this. This you can write equals to E minus V by I. This formula you should remember. And I am telling some important questions over this one. You can go through it. What is EMF? EMF is the cause, potential difference is the effect. EMF is the work done to carry the charge throughout the circuit, but potential difference exists between any 2 points, work done to carry the charge from one point to another. Both are expressed in same unit of volt. It is actually old name. We call it electromotive force, but it is a potential difference, we can say. EMF is not a force at all. It is potential difference, and new name is potential difference, we can say. Old name is EMF. But however, if internal resistance will be considered into considerations, this formula should be remembered. This formula should be remembered. Terminal potential difference of the cell. You can see here, I am removing the circuit. Now this is a cell, there is no connection with the circuit, and this is called as the terminal potential difference, we can say. And terminal potential difference is equal to the EMF provided internal resistance will be 0, or it is open circuit. If it is open circuit, there will be no current, there is no path, path nahi, current jibani. So that in that case, we can say potential difference, terminal potential difference equal to EMF also. But when it is connected across a resistance, then V is equal to E minus IR, V must be less than E. And the internal resistance in terms of EMF applied, voltage developed across that, resistance applied across the circuit. I am taking the last part of the circuit to this formula, and this should be remembered. Now I am writing a simple formula that has been asked in the board exam. Here you may be asked some questions also. Here is a guess this question's answer. I have written also in the notes. This is a cell, and individual cell I have shown you in the dry cells or Lagrange cell use the practicals. Potential difference is 1.5 volt. There is a cell, potential difference is 1.5 volt available in the market. Now I will cut it at the center. Mojiru katti debi. Dita part hai jibo. So like this, I will cut it like this. So what will be the potential of each part? Remember 1.5 volt. बड़ा छोटा बैटरी रे पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस चेंज हुए नहीं, नाले ये जो रिमोट बैटरी ये भी 1.5 वोल्ट, ये भी 1.5 वोल्ट. आओ प्रैक्टिकल्स रे यू विल हैंडल दिस टाइप ऑफ Lagrange सेल. गोटे बॉटल थिबो, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट थिबो, बड़ बड़ इलेक्ट्रोड थिबो, से भी पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस 1.3 वोल्ट और 1.5 वोल्ट. इफ यू वांट टू इंक्रीज the voltage of the cell, EMF of the cell, you have to consider the cells in series and combinations of the cells. Have you considered any times in life, we can say, any time in life? So this is a torch. Now what we do, we take the battery like this. One, see, I am taking, this is a negative, I am taking, this is a operand positive. Now here negative is connected to positive, here negative is connected to positive. Now these cells then we can say are in series, and if you want to increase the voltage or EMF as we use in say your scooty or the moped, or you can say cars, bus, train, we can go in series connection so that we can have this light in the torch. Now if you connect, this will be a problem in the next class I will discuss. If I reverse it, you see, plus, see here this is the plus,